Jeff Hardy is sent home from a WWE tour. Plus, multiple NXT stars could be leaving the company tomorrow. And is WWE bringing back Tough Enough? It's all in the wrestling news right now. So this comes from PW Insider. Jeff Hardy was not at last night's WWE live event in Corpus Christi, Texas at the American Bank Center. And the word making the round at the event was that Hardy had been sent home from the road. From there, we have seen video from the night before, which shows Jeff Hardy in a tag team match with King Woods and Drew McIntyre facing the Bloodline. Reports say that Jeff Hardy was becoming increasingly more sluggish as the match went on. He made a hot tag to Drew McIntyre and then can be seen leaving the ring and then climbing over the barricade and just heading off through the crowd. He didn't return to the ring after the match, and last night was replaced by Rey Mysterio in that six-man main event at Corpus Christi. There is a lot of concern for Jeff Hardy this morning.
And rightfully so, just due to his history with all the issues he's had back in the day. And it is just such a shame to hear, because I think he was on Stone Cold's network show very recently saying how happy he was with life and just how content he was with getting back on the road after the pandemic. So hearing this is it's horrible news to get on this Monday morning, Tom.
It's really not. You know what? We don't want to speculate anymore on that. You know, when we know, obviously, when more details come out about this, if WWE pass a comment, you'll know via us at Cultaholic.com. Last night we had WarGames, which at no point we got any William Regal action.
So as the Cultaholic Wrestling podcast asked on Friday, is NXT WarGames actually WarGames if William Regal does not scream WarGames?
I don't think it is.
Me neither.
I mean, despite the fact that we saw I thought they might do like a big elaborate package and feature him, but I guess this is NXT 2.0, moving off to
I hope he's okay as well.
Hope you're all right,
I heard a peep from, have we?
No, very concerned about our boy William Regal after he got attacked by Karrion Kross. Was the last time that we saw him, and he's not there either.
That feels like 10 years ago.
Oh, my days. So it was the conclusion of WarGames that got everybody talking. Johnny Gargano addressing the NXT faithful and saying that he will have answers for them on Tuesday.
Yes, it was an emotional night for Johnny Gargano because he came back with his Rebel Heart theme, signifying he is once again a good boy. And him and Tommaso Ciampa did some moves of a DIY ilk.
Nice little DIY chant as well.
Yeah, nice to see. He's going, isn't he? But he's going to reveal all on Tuesday. He said after the show he's been an open book with the NXT fans all the way through, and he's not going to change now. So a big announcement coming on Tuesday's NXT.
Now, he might not be the only guy heading away, because it was last night as well at WarGames that the Kyle O'Reilly Von Wagner friendship that we've invested so much time in. Who saw that coming?
Von Wagner on his own.
He's currently just sat hitting a tyre with tears in his eyes.
The weirdo.
So it was a weird one, because they lost their tag title match. And what happened was, at the end of the match, it looks like Wagner's going to clock O'Reilly, but O'Reilly spins around and clocks him and does a promo afterwards behind the scenes saying, hey, I knew he was going to do that. So I tell you what, let's have a cage match on Tuesday. Leave the steel cage out. I'll have a use of it on Tuesday with Von Wagner. This feels like, and again, because Kyle O'Reilly, like Johnny Gargano, his time is coming up on his contract. Whilst both have been offered brand spanking new deals, whilst both have been trialled on the main roster, neither have committed to anything. And the general consensus is tomorrow's going to be the final appearance, not just for Johnny Gargano, but for Kyle O'Reilly too.
Fightful are saying there, Tom, that we're told that within the company, many are operating on the assumption that neither man will be around after this week. Both have been offered multi-year deals and were brought to SmackDown, as you say. It seems that they're going, is what we're getting from Fightful here. But the storytelling there, it's very main rosterish, isn't it? Kyle O'Reilly, Undisputed Era, all that goes down. Kyle O'Reilly has trust issues. Kyle O'Reilly forgets about those in the space of a week. Teams with Von Wagner. Kyle O'Reilly remembers his trust issues while Von Wagner's in the process of attacking him. Very main rosterish, that from NXT. I don't like it.
Well, it's the same people running the main roster that are now running the end of the X to the T.
But you don't want to believe it to be be true, do you?
I don't. You really don't. I'm sure lots will be said as the week goes on about Kyle O'Reilly and Johnny Gargano. I can't see them staying.
No, I don't know why you would.
I don't know why. Yeah, I mean, families, etc., make guaranteed money and all that jazz, but I don't see where they fit.
And especially if you're Johnny Gargano, who has had it proven to him once before that they don't really care about what he's done in the past. They'll do what they want to do now. With I'm thinking when they went to the main roster back in 2019, wasn't it, him and Tommaso Ciampa, and they pissed away 2.5 years of storytelling to put them in a tag team, which they should never have been in. It was just a shame. And I guess when you are Kyle and you are Johnny Gargano, maybe Kyle could have a world title run, but would he have it with his current gimmick? I'm not too sure. It's not quite landing, is it? But when you're Gargano especially, you've done it all, haven't you? You've done it all in NXT, so maybe it is time for pastures new.
So maybe, just maybe, you'll be a bit of history tomorrow as we see the end of two NXT stars who have really been, I don't know whether pillars is too strong a word, but have really been the backbone of that black and gold brand. And that kind of leaves who's left from the black and gold era. You got Ciampa.
Yeah.
LA Knight, I wouldn't even class him as black and gold era. Pete Dunne.
He wants to be.
He's whatever he wants to be. That is true. Pete Dunne is still there.
Yeah.
Pete Dunne hanging on in there. Imperium, yes. Dakota Kai, she's kind of black. Yeah,
she's a different woman altogether. She's got different coloured hair, and she goes.
Yeah, which, as we remember in NXT, she had different hair, and she went. So it's a very different person. I'm sure there are others that will enter the chat as we forget to mention them. But yeah, end of an era potentially tomorrow on NXT. Finalama, tough enough. In conversation today. So
what are you laughing for?
It's just tough enough, isn't it?
What are you laughing for?
Wanna have the right, I wanna feel the night.
That's a banger.
Around the stars.
It's a banger.
Wanna take a flight, get back on my side. Around the stars. Actually, that is the best. The best Tough Enough theme.
It's the best that they come from Tough Enough in the history of Tough Enough, but it could be making a comeback, Tom, because not only have WWE registered trademarks for the names Quincy Elliott, which sounds like a jazz musician to me, and Fallon Henley, the company also filed a new trademark for Tough Enough. What could this mean? Could this be a moniker for somebody, or could it be a return of the show?
Isn't Fallon Henley the son of Don Henley from the Eagles?
Really? Is that just a joke because of the
Might be a little joke, right. Or it could be true.
I'll react to that as if it was a joke.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate your support. Can you edit the bit where he doesn't laugh initially? Thanks. Don't leave it in. Just good to get a double take of that just in case. Yeah. So I mean, we often throw out a bit of trademark news in here, but I think the trademarking for Tough Enough might start a few conversations about whether or not, because they've got the name, image, likeness thing, the next in line, the NIL thing for competitors, and they are very keen to find wrestlers from a non-traditional indie wrestling background to come in. Tough Enough did that. Tough Enough sort of found wrestlers who didn't have any training. So it would kind of be in keeping with what WWE are currently doing to not only be offering wrestling contracts to non-wrestlers, but also to reach out to, the WWE universe.
And Tough Enough, was the last season one with Paige on and Jericho hosting and Billy Gunn screaming at that crocodile man endlessly because he wasn't fit enough.
Yeah.
Was that the last one? That one had a great success in terms of giving us Mandy Rose, the leading the human suplex machine of NXT 2.0. Sonya, who else was there? The Wookiee man. What happened to him?
Who was the one that said I like Alicia Fox? It's my favourite match. Them.
That was a season before.
Previous winners have also included Maven, Nydia, Jackie Gader, Linda Miles, Matt Capitelli, and Daniel Puder. Now, Puder was the Miz the runner-up the year that Puder won it?
I've got no idea, Tom.
So I feel like he was very much the here's a reference, the Ollie Murs to Daniel Puder's Joe McElderry. And I say that with love. Because sort of Miz went on to get the contract and do... and become like a much bigger star. Again, no disrespect meant. John Morrison and The Miz both entered WWE through that system. So I don't
the Boogeyman.
Oh, the Boogeyman did as well, didn't he?
Lied about his age. I tell you, tough enough. I don't know why I didn't catch on more. It gave me some great TV, some great controversy, and lovely things like Triple H's pop and snap promo. You got a picture of Goldberg on your wall, You'll never make it here,
Was that the same promo where he was like, you'll be on the road 378 million days a year. You'll never see your family.
Your wife's at home cheating on you.
It was kind of the closest we came to Triple H doing a David Brent, get out. Get out if you don't want it. If you get it, you get it. And there's more news at cultaholic.com as we get it. Stay safe. Love you, bye.